Hi there, Dave Rawlings here. I've got a piece from Marco Danelli to look at today. I've got some other bits coming up after this video as well, so hopefully you'll get 2 or 3, maybe 4 different reviews today going through. But first of all, I wanted to look at this piece by Marco. Now, if you've been keeping an eye on Marco Danelli's website, you'll notice that his work is getting more and more complex. It's getting more interesting for those of you that like the whistles and bells. He's just made an amazing rapier that I really wanted to get my hands on before he shipped it overseas, which is beautiful and looks like the pinnacle of his work. And we will see how he manages to go from there. It's really, really beautiful. He's really shifting his work higher and higher in the market. Now, the piece that he's made is for one of my students, a guy called Harvey. It's based loosely on a piece from the Wallace collection. It's not the same as the Wallace collection piece, so I'm not going to try and compare it to that. It is customised for Harvey. It is lighter. And I apologise also to Harvey for having had it for quite some time. I've been meaning to do this review for a little while now. So, without further ado, so this is very, very simple arming sword. However, you have a flaring in the crossguard, and this I quite like. It's lovely when you can have something that is so simple in principle and yet have it with such little touches. Just the simple flaring here and again coming down into the blade. So it's lovely and regular. That's good. Now, some specs on this. The weight is 10-20 grams, the length is 39 inches in total with a blade length of 33 inches. The blade width is 1.5 inches and the crossguard is 7 inches across. Point of balance is about 4.5 inches out, I believe. It says, trying to find 4.5 inches out. There we go. It is incredibly light in the hand. It is absolutely wonderful in that respect. Very, very simple pommel, which is ever so slightly off-centered to the blade. It's got ever such a slight twist in it, but that can just be rectified, I imagine, just with a little tug, which I'm a bit loath to do. Now, the blade is functionally sharp. It's not a ridiculous edge on this. It doesn't feel like a delicate edge. It's a well-rounded edge. It takes a gradual curve, not just an acute sharpness. That's very, very good. The fitting on this is very, very snug. Minute spacing on this side. Yep, excellent. There is no rattle. There's no movement in this. I feel I could move the pommel this way if I wish to. Very, very slightly, but I'm not going to do that, but I think it'd be easy enough to reset that. That said, there's no obvious movement in the pommel. Balance-wise, this is a delight. The leather work on this is good and snug. There's ever such a slight spacing here where the leather's not overlapped. It's ever such a tiny, tiny point. You can just see a tiny piece through here. But I think, looking at that is actually a little bit where you can see the underside of the leather rather than being any part of the wood of the handle. So it's good. The leather is, one of the things I will say with Marco is generally, and there are exceptions, so my Montante, the leather work on is quite lovely. I really like that. This isn't the best leather work, and it's one of the points where Marco is not amazing. Generally his blade work is very, very good. This is okay and it's good, but I have seen him do better. It's still very, very nice. I'm being really picky with this. Like I say, balance handling wise, this is light as anything. It's exceptionally smoothly finished actually. There is a lovely gradient to the blade. The distal on it is lovely. Dead straight. Wonderful piece, very, very happy to see it. I'll do some close-ups of it. Keeping the review short and simple. Handling-wise, absolutely lovely. Blade-wise, pretty as anything. Crossguard, beautiful. Pommel, simple. Leatherwork, not his finest, but still very, very good. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'll speak to you soon.